I don't think I introduced Justin to everybody in the room tonight. He's a co-sponsor here. And the next part of this presentation is going to be about video and SEO in video and using some of the great plugins that help bring SEO to your video and more traffic to your webpage. So let's just say for a moment we like this idea, it's looking good, but we don't want that photo. Let's put a video in there instead. So you've all seen this. You go to YouTube or you go to Vimeo and you click on the share, and you can either pick up the whole link or you can pick up the iframe. And you take that iframe and just basically put it into the page. But here you see you've got the choice to change the width and the height of it and do all sorts of changes to the video code before you place it in your page if you want to. So we've taken that and we've placed that on the text side of the web page. If you were to put this on the visual side, if you were to take that iframe code from the embedded code and you were to stick it in the front page, it would look just like that on your web page. It wouldn't look like a video. So now we've changed that. We don't have the photo anymore. We've got one of Justin's videos. And in fact, I'll play the video and then I'm going to turn the presentation over to Justin.
This is a video designed specifically for, not really for social media or for mass distribution. It's more for embedding in a website because it helps the person using the website to measure their foot. This guy makes these really expensive Italian shoes and they don't want returns. They don't want anybody coming back and having to, that whole hassle of returns going back and forth because it's expensive and time consuming. So here we designed a video that really helped the person who wanted these shoes to measure their feet correctly, specifically for their shoe. So big typography, nice size fonts so people can see it even if it's in a small size, and you can expand the video if you want to. And it's a minute long. To explain that in words would probably take you 5 minutes and you get confused. To watch video, a minute, you understand it. I think video is intuitive that way. And I think that's why I was attracted to it from a filmmaker point of view. I switched from filmmaking into web clips. My website is BCN Web Clips. I'm going to talk today about video and SEO, the Yoast plugin, and how to convert video related traffic into sales. So, first thing I have is I think video. Maybe you could disagree with me, but I think video is growing and growing and growing. People, when they see search results, would rather click on a video than read a big lump of text. So I'm excited about the possibilities about video for that reason. And now if you have a business, you really need a website. And I think that if you have a website, you really need video. But that might be just a sales pitch. But I do think most people are attracted to video. It's one of those questions, do you have a website? Do you have a video? And the modern consensus, I think, from my research in the last couple of years, is that maybe the old style of video making was to spend $5,000 on some big production thing and have this glossy company presentation. And that's great, but what the modern consensus is that it's better to spend that $5,000 on making 50 videos and have them come out 1 week for a year and really boost your ranking in Google, your visibility, your distribution. It's great for SEO. It's great for search engine optimization. So one of our clients, for example, a video like this kind of tutorial or this how-to video. One of my clients is a company called Maya. And Maya, they allow you to build online forms for your websites. So if you need a mailing list, or if you need perhaps a PayPal registration or a connection to MailChimp, you can do this with Maya. And I've started to create videos, just simple recording me using the website. and I'm putting it on YouTube. So when you go to the website, you've got all of these references about how to use the website. It's very simple. It takes the stress and the struggle out of learning how to use something that could be complicated, that could put a wall up from a client and push them somewhere else. So video is kind of then breaking down those boundaries. So in this case, in a lot of the work that I do, the case is form follows function. So it's really about what you need, and then the function follows. I'll start with YouTube, because it's obviously fundamental in the world of video. For me, YouTube is about general awareness, and it's about ideas, it's about creativity. But for business, it's about awareness of your product or service. And of course, video helps you to drive traffic to your website. The statistics for YouTube, the statistics for video are very impressive. 62% of global searches include video. Video search results have 41% higher click-through rate than just text results. So that's huge. I mean, that's going to improve. It could come up to 50%. Where people clicking through because there's a video, because there's something possibly entertaining to watch, people click through quicker. In comparison, maybe you have a competitive advantage. Somebody might have a higher ranking, but some people actually prefer to click on a video, watch something simple and entertaining. And people tend to stay 2 minutes longer on your website if there's video. So that's important because it reduces bounce rates. Bounce rates is that quick. People have low attention spans here on the internet or anything. They just bounce somewhere else if they don't see what they want immediately. So video helps with that. Google also owns YouTube. It's one of their products, just like Google+. You kind of have to go with it. It's pointless to fight against it. So of course I use Vimeo, I use other platforms, but for business I think it's very logical to have a good balance between different platforms, depending on what you want to use video for. So we can come back to that later. YouTube optimization. Let me knock this slide on. YouTube optimization. For me, I think it's very nice nowadays to have encode your video so it's HD, and of course YouTube allows for that. I think if you produce something, or maybe you encode it wrong and it's on YouTube and it looks a little bit grainy, it's like bad sound. People really don't like it, and they continue on to the next example. So I think for the first important thing about optimization for me is having a good quality HD video. With including for optimization, you can include keywords in the name file when you're exporting. So again, like what you were talking about in the title, you can include those keywords to help people find you easier. So you can have keywordbrand.com. Perfect. You can include closed caption files. I've really started to work with closed caption files. Essentially, they work like subtitles, and some people really prefer to use closed caption than subtitles. But what it is the text of what's in the video, and that could include all of your keywords too. So it's embedded behind the file. It's right there. The engines pick it up, search engines pick it up, and they read everything.
What is closed caption file?
Can you plug pictures?
And in your window, in the video YouTube window, down here you've got certain options like increase the size of the video, or I can't remember now, but one of them is a CC. Have a look for it on YouTube, and it's a little square that allows you to select languages. If your video is in English, you can put Spanish, Italian, any language up. It is time consuming to do it, but I believe it's worth it. And of course YouTube will, if your video is in English, YouTube produces an automatic one in English. So you can
the automatic translation is pretty bad, the automatic one.
it is bad, but at least it's something.
It's SEO.
Yeah, it's SEO. There's words there that the search engines can read, so maybe you mightn't get it perfect. But of course you can add your own correct
Exactly,
one,
that's
have two files. Why not? It's no harm. And then one of my videos has got 4 languages on it. So if you really wanted to go at it, if you have a multilingual website, then you can have your same search words in each language. I don't know if that would work.
And how would this appear? Is it like invisible? Is it on the video? Is it below the video?
It's an option. You opt in for it, so you click on it, and it appears like subtitles across the bottom.
Mhm.
And how do you edit those?
You have to go to another site to actually do it. So you have to upload your video to another site and slowly go through cutting and paste each line of text into the right timing and adjust the timing. It's laborious and it's a little bit boring, but then you export a file and upload that file to YouTube, and it becomes up automatically. With a minute video, it's not that long. If you're doing a film, that's a different story. I've done films that take me days to caption, but
What's the difference between, because now when you look at videos in YouTube, you see a lot of people put a lot of text in the information about that video, no? They actually even put all the text that they say,
yes.
some of them. What's the difference between doing what you say and putting it in the info, which is maybe easier to do? Like, because I presume then the engine will pick the keywords as well.
Yeah, a lot of people put all of the text into the description box also. And then you've also got annotations, which you can include, like the link to your website that pops up after the video finishes. You quite often see annotations stuck to a screen completely through the whole YouTube video, which can direct traffic to a different location or provide extra material. Depends on how you want to style it, really. I mean, too much information can be overloading. I think if you have captions that are there, the search engines read it anyway. You know, if you've got keywords embedded in those texts, in those captions, they're going to read it anyway. But I would, obviously your description box is very visible below your video so people can find other information when they finish your video or they're watching the video. Captions for me are a good enhancement for optimization and for search engine optimization. Customize your video. You can put titles, description, and tags as per traditional search engine optimization. You can put a link in your meta description to increase optimization, and you can get links and views from all of those shares. When something's good and people like it, they spread it. All of that traffic can come back to you using video, of course. And if it's entertaining and people like it, sometimes it might even go viral, although that's a hard one to predict. Okay, so that's search engine optimization. I'd like to talk to you about metadata. Metadata for me just means information. Every video you post on your channel can be tagged, indexed, increasing the odds your brand name will appear in natural searches for keywords associated with your business. Google really ranks video highly. So they actually have a Google developers section within their website, and they recommend a website called schema.org. And Schema helps you add metadata to your video. So it's very long to go into it today. It's probably a whole new talk, but schema.org is worth looking at, and it's like what Michael went through earlier, HTML tags, how to do HTML tags within your information. And that really provides a collection of shared vocabularies that webmasters like Google and Microsoft use. So the same vocabulary is used by all of the search engines to read your info. So metadata is important. The definition I have here is video search engine optimization is the practice of providing metadata or information for your content to search engines to provide the richness of search results, called rich snippets. You might hear this word if you look into this subject. Rich snippets is what Google likes. They want to provide a quality result for their clients. So the more richness you have, maybe you've got a little video, or you use photography, or you've got your data organized very well, then that's going to be prioritized rather than just a dump of information full of keywords. So all of the recent Google updates have been about providing quality results for the users, and as we know, their algorithms change all the time, and we have to keep changing what we do, but it seems to be consistent that it's really about providing quality results for people searching for information. So after all this metadata and optimization, you have something called Yoast. Many of WordPress developers probably use a plugin called Yoast SEO, or is it SEO for SEO by Yoast? There is a video SEO plugin. It's really an add-on for the existing SEO plugin, and they call it a plugin. It's 69. I don't know if you can see that. That says 69. You can buy different packages, but it's $69, which is probably about 55 euros. And it does all of that metadata work for you, basically. For me, the laboriousness of going to schema and HTML tags and information, if you're doing a lot of work, especially like if you take the approach of producing multiple videos rather than one big one, then this saves a lot of time. And you have to pay for it, so it's basically, well, I think it's worth it. I mean, make up your own mind about that.
But when you say it does all the work for you, what do you mean actually? You still have to enter the keywords and so on, or?
So what it does is, let me just look, one sec. I didn't put it in a slide, but I'm gonna, it creates a video sitemap. So that's one of the things that Google developer would suggest. You develop a video sitemap which helps search engines read what videos you have and what information is attached to those videos. It supports your RSS feed, which is some people use RSS feeds. It fully supports the schema video object markup. So that is a very time-consuming process, and this helps with that. It really speeds up that process. Facebook Open Graph tags for your video, which allows you to put a video thumbnail, let's call it a thumbnail, and it appears on Facebook as a video. So you just have to press play and go. And the snippet previews. A snippet preview is when you search Google, you might have 1, 2, 3 text results, and then the fourth one's got a little square with a play button. It's called a snippet preview. Huge advantage. And this creates that automatically. So it's a plugin that when you create a post or when you create a page, it's below that, and you fill in your details. And yes, you see it changing in the plugin. You see what you're going to get. So it's quite easy to use. It's quite good. It supports major video platforms: YouTube, Vimeo, Dailymotion, Tita, and probably all the others. I don't think there's anything it doesn't support. The main advantage is this thumbnail image. It works especially well if you search for video. You know, now you can search Google, you can search specifically for image or news, you can search specifically for video. It works really well there. So, general results depends, but within video it works very well. So, this is our recommendation, the Yoast Video SEO for WordPress plugin. And then converting. So when you've done your hard work with your videos or multiple videos and you've optimized them and put your metadata in and everything, it's nice to see some return on that. This is an example of the thumbnail in the search results. That's my first one. Thumbnail in the search results really increases your conversion rate. I can't remember the statistic, but it's somewhere around 35%. More click-through and higher conversions just using this, because people find video intuitive and they like to watch it. I'd like to talk about product promo online videos. It says here, users are twice as likely to convert. Maybe. Product promo is for those type of videos where, let's use a simple example of you're selling a washing machine. Somebody wants to buy a washing machine. And you've got somebody making a presentation about the washing machine, and they're describing how it works and how great it is and how easy it is to use and how economical it is. Those are usually on non-YouTube platforms. Maybe you could choose a Vimeo platform and make it private, but have it embedded on your website. If you get people to that video, then they're likely to convert, because they're specifically looking for those videos. So, when it says here users are twice as likely to convert, if you get them there. That's I think is an important factor. But product promo videos work very well, just like the tutorial videos about how to use a website, tutorial videos about how to use WordPress. I learned a lot about Final Cut Pro from tutorial videos online. There's odd things some guy's done somewhere late 2 o'clock in the morning, something like that. So, and there's lots of those online. Call to action. I think this is a classic marketing thing. The call to action is important. You can do this with annotations on YouTube. You can include a call to action at the very end. Subscribe to my blog. View our website. Watch the next video. Anything you want, you can put a call to action in, and that leads people from finishing one thing on going on to the next. I think that's an important factor. Use instructional videos, training videos, referral videos, product demonstration videos, review videos. People love, it's weird, I don't know why, but people love review videos. Somebody talking about how great something is. It's like a referral, and it could be anybody. It could be somebody you don't know, just really likes your product. Those things are great. People really like them. And then self-host your video for protecting traffic, for not letting traffic leak away from your video. So what I mean by this is, there's an option within Vimeo, it doesn't exist in YouTube, but there's an option within Vimeo where you can hide the video from the internet, basically, and still host it on your blog. So if people watch that video, it's the only place where they can see it. And it's important then, because, well, I mean, when you finish the video, you can click to another video. You might have, people always have the option to go onto a different thing from somebody else, or competitor's video, or something they're distracted by. And this allows you to focus people onto what you want on your site. So I think that's a good option for product promotion videos. And that's just some of the techniques you can use for converting your video traffic into sales. And that's everything I have. An introduction to video and how useful it is.
Justin?